Hi Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are just looking at the general stuff as well as checking in on love for you, see what's going on. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date, but also leave a comment on the video so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. That's getting drawn at Easter, so keep an eye out for that. This week I am using the Forest Spirits Oracle cards. I also have the Seeker's lenormand for when we're looking at just your general messages here. Then when we move into love, we have the Healing Waters Oracle being used in conjunction with the Stained Glass lenormand, as well as the Twin Flame Love Notes Oracle. Okay, so getting into it for you, Leo. Leo energy. Leo. What does Leo need to know right now? What is going on for our Leos? Ooh, butterfly spirit, Leo. Transformation. Definitely, we have just come through the end of that Mercury retrograde. We still are in Venus, only for a few more days, but welcome change and emerge stronger, just as the butterfly emerges from its cocoon. So it's definitely sort of letting us know, Leo, that you have been in your cocoon phase, that you have sort of been cooking on it, slowly transforming and metamorphosizing into something completely new version of yourself, new version of your life. It's kind of, you may be feeling at the moment a little bit like plodding along, not much going on for you. You may have had some stuff going on that's keeping you sort of very grounded in the, I've got to deal with this. This is day-to-day kind of mundane kind of stuff. But we definitely do see a transformation coming through. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're almost about to emerge here. It's about welcoming the change, not being scared of the change, Leo. These things have been happening. Yes, some of them have been not necessarily the changes that you want, but the more that you embrace those and just sort of roll with the change rather than fight against it, the easier it is to get to the other side and transform and use that energy in a positive way, even the bad stuff. Not going to lie. Leo, what's going on for Leo at the moment? What does Leo need to know here in regards to this butterfly spirit energy? Whoa. Wow. That one just flew out, Leo. The Scythe card. Sudden, unexpected changes. Breaking free from the past. Breaking free from the things that have, because there's, like I said, it feels like there has been a lot of changes, and it's kind of, for some of you, you've been very fighting against these changes. We need to just sort of break free from that energy a little bit and just embrace the change that these things are actually, certain things, because I'm getting a strong energy of a lot of you may have been through some stuff. Like you may have had, breakdowns of relationships, platonic or otherwise, where somebody has been cut out of your life completely all of a sudden, and a lot of these changes are things that have happened very quite suddenly and sort of maybe even very unexpectedly. You had no idea that was about to happen, and then bang, that's gone and done with. So some of you, it may have even been, job losses and things like that, very sudden, unexpected changes that have occurred. And, these things have just happened so quickly that it's like you've been fighting against them happening. So I do feel this strong energy of, allowing these changes to happen because, what they're actually stirring up for you here, Leo, we have the stork coming through there, which is these changes are actually, even if they're bad things, they're for an ultimate reason. Okay, they're trying to stir you up, stir things up in your life to make things uncomfortable for a moment, to make you uncomfortable with this little cocoon that you find yourself in life, to push you out of your comfort zone and force you to emerge from your cocoon and realize that, hang on, wow, so much is actually transformed. I have changed. You know, it's probably a good thing that left my life, because that's not actually suited to me anymore anyway. I feel like on the other side of a lot of these things, Leo, you are kind of going to realize that these changes took place for a reason. Even if while you were going through them, they were scary, and you maybe, fought against them and you didn't want these changes to take place. They're stirring things up for a reason. It's a whole new idea on who you can be and what your life can look like. It's creating brand new energy for you in your life that leads you directly to success, Leo. We have the key there as well. These changes are occurring so that new opportunities can come in. It's like that saying, as one door closes, another opens. And that's exactly what's happening here. These doors that have closed off to you here have actually forced a whole bunch of other doors to open. That if you had kept that in your life, you would not have had room for these things that are coming in. So there is a lot more opportunities about to hit home here, and they're all leading you to success. Open up to the changes and take and embrace the new opportunities, even if they're uncomfortable, even if they're not what you thought they were going to be like, even if they're totally different to what the past has been like here. The more that you embrace the change, you will emerge stronger and you will emerge more successful. Any clarity on the new opportunities or the what success is going to look like for Leo at all? Oh, entering into the unknown, Leo. We have the book there. So it's like, you just need to be willing to embrace the mystery of what comes next. That next chapter, what comes next, we don't know what's on the other side of those doors. We have faith and we know that they're going to bring you a lot of success. And, it's kind of, I've been hearing this phrase a lot lately. Do it for the plot. Do it for the story. If nothing else, it's something that you can put in the story of your life and be like, oh, well, that was an interesting story. That was an interesting time in my life. Do it for the plot. Do it for the plot. We've been seeing some plot twists. This is the card of plot twists. All right, so we're definitely seeing those. But, look at that. That key fits perfectly in that book. That key fits perfectly. So even though it's entering into the unknown, it's a total mystery to you. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know what the next chapter holds for you. Embrace it. That these opportunities fit perfectly in that new future of yours. Okay. Whew. Leo, getting some strong energy for the fire signs today with things coming, but it's not wanting to tell us what's coming. Leo, love and romance for our Leos. Focusing on love and romance for Leo, please. Yeah. Cleansing. Okay, followed by let it rain. So cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. Let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. All right, so it's time for a cleansing, so let it rain. Let it rain, Leo. The rain is going to clear you, and it's going to, if you just trust and just stand in that rain and enjoy the rain shower, you will be cleansed. It will be an energetical, brand new beginning for you when it comes to love. Releasing the old. Both those of you who are single or already in connections, there is a strong energy here of needing to bring a fresh new energy in here. Release the old patterns, releasing the old little arguments, releasing those little old things that, for those of you, I'm picking up someone who's partnered, and it's like this it's kind of that thing of like you've been with someone for a while, and every now and then the fight comes up about that thing that happened 4 years ago, and we still bring it up. It's time to release that old energy. That was 4 years ago. It's time to move forward. It's time for a brand new beginning. We're going to wash that slate clean and start on over. All right, it's time to rebuild that from here, not from that your partner is not the person they were 4 years ago. You're not the person you were 4 years ago. It's time to start over fresh, okay? I thought it was just coming through specifically for someone in a connection already. Clarifying love and romance. What's going on for Leo with love and romance? I love that yours is pretty much straight channeling today, Leo, and it's very positive energy. Definitely. On the bottom of the deck here, I do see, the mice followed by that scythe and then the clouds. So it's definitely, there's some lingering past stuff when it comes to love. Still trying to stress you out deep down. All right. It really is time to cut that out. Stop thinking about it. You're overthinking about things that have happened in the past. And that's not, the more that you're focusing on those things in the past, the more that you're bringing them into your present and your future, Leo. I know this is just lingering, hiding energy there. It's a bit deep down there, but it's really time to cut that out, Leo. All right, so just for those of you where that resonates, it really is time to let go of the past and stop stressing about things that, the past can't hurt you anymore. It's the past. The more that you're focusing on it and thinking about it right now, that's allowing the past to hurt you right now and in the future. If letting it go and cleansing and allowing yourself to say, okay, well, look, the past can't hurt me anymore. It's in the past. I refuse to think about that anymore. I refuse to allow that to affect my present and my future. The easier it is to move forward. All right. I know, letting go is not always the easiest, but it's just coming through in that manner for you there. We have the letter coming through here, open, honest communication. So for some of you, part of your process with, I keep getting a Leo with a partner here, and or in a connection. Okay, even those of you who are single, there may be the need to get a little bit of closure, communicate about the cleansing kind of thing. That, look, I want to have a complete brand new start. In order for us to do that, I feel like I need to talk about XYZ. And then after that, we're never going to talk about it again. We're going to get it out of our systems now, and that's it. That's the final be all, last word said on it ever. All right. So for some of you, it's open, honest communication about that, so that we can move forward. We have the ship there moving forward. For some of you, there is some sort of distance or travel being undertaken here as well when it comes to love. I'm kind of picking up that some of you, love might be at a distance for you right now, and you may meet somebody or when you're traveling, those sorts of things. You may just sort of be like, okay, I'm ready to head towards love now. For those of you who are single, now that I've gotten that out of my system, now I'm ready to jump on that ship and head back to the love stuff and focus on that again. For some of you, there is a bit of distance or travel with your actual connection partner, that that someone may be traveling for work. For some of you, you may be traveling together, going on a weekend getaway, things like that as well. It doesn't really feel like a huge distance, to be honest. It's just kind of that energy of just a little bit of distance there. It doesn't really feel like emotional distance. It just feels like more like physical distance. You may just be deciding to go out and have a date night, be together and you know, go and if you can't get away for a weekend, get away for one night and have a date night. That sort of stuff moves you towards happiness. We are moving towards happiness. Love is definitely taking you in the right direction here, Leo. We have your card as well, the Sun. Happiness, things being revealed in the travels. Okay, so that's maybe why we're needing that date night, so that everything can come to light, that we can have those conversations, that we're putting everything on the table so that we can focus on moving forward with love, get that final closure, move forward, not hold on to the past anymore, because we need to focus on happiness. All right, focus on ourselves and our own inner strength and warmth and bubbly kind of effervescent natures. There is you know, be the sun shining brightly for the connections that you're involving with when it comes to love. For the single Leos, is there anything extra for the single Leos coming through here? I'm just feeling the need to ask. Sorry, single Leos, but we have the whip and the fox. Okay, so some of you are having an argument with a player, someone who's very selfish and they only care about themselves. There may be an argument or just a bit of a, you know, in conflict over this person. You know, so some of you may just be finding that you go on a date with somebody and they turn out, you're like, oh, I'm conflicted about that person. It's because they do seem, you know, very independent, but sometimes independence and selfishness can be on the same table. All right, so just be a bit wary of that person, I feel, at the moment, for all the single Leos. There's a player in the midst. It does strongly feel like player energy, just trying to cause a bit of drama, tension around your energy at the moment. So you may, I just feel as though you may just have to wait just a little bit longer for some decent outlook there when it comes to meeting new people for the single Leos. You know, that's part of the cleansing ritual for you, single Leos, is having to deal with that last little, you know, player and being able to recognize it. That I feel like, you know, you're going to feel conflicted, even if there's no verbal arguments or anything like that. You're going to kind of feel like this person's trouble, and I feel like you're going to, part of the transformation is learning to deal with that in a different way, not being blinded and tricked by that person this time around. Okay, you're not going to fall for it, I feel. Messages for the Leos. Messages for the Leos from your person, whether this is a past person, a current person, or a future person. Message for the Leos from your person. You're mine forever and ever. Oh, someone feeling a little bit possessive of you there, Leo. Leo, messages for Leo from your person. What's the point of it all? What's that about? Oh, that's that player. That's that player. Because we grabbed that player energy a second ago, that what's the point of it all? That person's just a bit jaded, and that's why they're actually, it's kind of like, it's not that they're an actual player, it's that they're just kind of jaded, and they're like, what's the point of it all? I may as well just get what I want, move on. Get what I want, move on. But they are, you know, they need to transform as well. Some of the kind of giving unevolved Leo energy, not gonna lie. So that might be another Leo as well. Okay. But my Leos, you guys are all good. You guys are more on the, you know, transformation energy. This Leo is not. They're kind of just stuck, I feel. Our love is eternal. So back to the good one. There, you're mine forever and ever. Our love is eternal. So, you know, there's a very long energy there, that they are, you know, that there is a connection there for you, Leo, whether you've met this person yet or not. That is a very eternal, from this lifetime into the next kind of energy coming through. Very strong. All right, but that's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements. Make sure you do leave that comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And I will see you guys all again soon.